even though you had one?
In fact, I had in mind that, okay, what you're applying for, you already have it. What if they say that, okay, you already have what you want, so we will not admit you? In fact, that was the mindset. But these people don't care about how many um, master degree that you have or whatever degree that you have. Once you apply and they find you qualified for the program, they definitely admit you. Yeah.
Okay. So beginning the application, how did you find information? How did you go about the application process? Because that has been a challenge for a lot of people. Fresh graduates who are out of school or people who are in their final year would want to apply and study abroad. But the challenge is how to identify good information and how to start. So, how did you do yours? If you can share with our audiences.
Thank you, Dalali. So this is a very good question that I am very glad that you've asked this. So when I was planning to pursue my studies here in America, in fact, there were a lot of things that was in my mind. But God being so good, I came across a video that was done by Fred and then this lady in Ghana, Vim Lady. I don't know if you've heard of her. Yes. He and Fred had a session on the schools that you can apply to, their qualification, um, their info session. So honestly, that video really gave me everything I was looking out for. The school, the program they were offering, their tuition, their info session that was going to give me a free application fee waiver. So I had everything in there. So when I started my application, I just jumped onto the university website, go through the admission process, what the document that they will need. Then I just started application, and I had everything that they were also asking for, as in the transcripts that I have, everything that I upload, everything, as well as the date for the info session. I did the info session. I had my free application fee waiver, and then I used that, so I didn't pay any application fee. And one beautiful thing about the university was that they always keeps you in contact, whatever stage that your admission is, they will let you know. Any information that they need for them to move on to the next stage, they also let you know. So I always say that I've always been grateful to Fred, because if I had not come across that video, honestly, I didn't know where I was going to start from, because there are a lot of universities in America. So it really helped me. In fact, he gave out a lot of schools on that day. I took my pen and paper, wrote them down, and then started looking through them, and then I got to Flynn, and that did the magic for me. So,
Okay, so shout out to Fred Effect once again. If you're a prospective applicant and you are planning to start your study abroad journey, there are a lot of resources on his YouTube page, his X page, Instagram, TikTok. Check them out and start your journey with his information and resources he's sharing out there. Okay, Mr. Rafiq, you made mention of documents. Can you list the various documents that you put together when you began your school application?
just so just as you mentioned in your school that they do their own internal evaluation. One thing that I've realized about this school application is the evaluation. Sometimes some school asks you to go and do WES, go and do SmartFund, whatever, and it's costly. But when the school does their own internal evaluation, it saves you time and then some money. So I had my transcripts from my undergraduate degree. I had it there. I scanned all of them, and then I uploaded them all onto their portal. They did their own evaluation, and then they moved me on from there. So and I remember I did add my certificate as well. But I think that one, I don't know, but I think they were mainly interested in the transcript because it gives the details of what you have studied, what's your GPAs, and the kind of program that you've learned. So I think that is the most important document, I think, if you're applying. There, of course, there are other ones, but in my case, I think the transcript was the most important one. Then I think my passport too I also did that. I used my passport as well. Um, and then yeah, and then your statement of purpose as well. You need to put all those documents together. So it was my passport, my SOP, my transcripts from school, and yeah, and that's it. I think that was the document that I sent to them, and it helped me out.
Okay. Among the documents you mentioned, one of them is recommendation letters.
Yeah.
which has always been a major challenge for prospective study abroad applicants. How
Yes.
did you navigate getting recommendation letters for your application? And what advice do you have for people who are planning to put in their applications?
Yes. Thank you, Dalal. So, with the SOP, sorry, with the recommendation letters, I know just as you mentioned, it's a big challenge in Ghana when you want your professor or your lecturer to give you one. But I'll say that I was lucky because I was working in a university in Ghana before I left. So, many of the universities, the sister universities in Ghana, I knew many of the professors and the lecturers, and also there was some kind of good relationship between me and them. So honestly, the recommendation letters wasn't a big problem for me because of that relationship I have with them. I usually send them an email, and then I'll follow up with a call and tell them, Prof, I'm doing this ABCD, so I need you to complete the recommendation. But I remember one of them told me that he can't write, so I should write it myself, send it to him. He will review it, and if he finds it's okay, then he will do for me. So I did that, but all the other two were, I didn't find many a big challenge, to be honest, with my recommendation letters at that time. Yeah.
Okay, so as you rightly heard, building connections very, 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 very vital or
Yeah.
important in the application process. If you know you are planning your study abroad journey, you have to start reconnecting with your past professors, supervisors, or lecturers because they'll be very helpful in helping you get recommendation letters for the process. Okay, talking about your statement of purpose,
Yeah.
what do you think worked for you or did the magic for you that you got admitted into the University of Michigan?
Yeah. So I remember in my SOP. So I did have some guidance, some areas that you need to write concerning the SOP. So I quite remember I had some document that guided me, but I think my university was very much interested in um if you have some kind of experience in some of the program that you've studied. So in my case, because all my I've gone through the computer science programs throughout from undergraduate level. I did mention some kind of project that I've done. For instance, I've been able to design a whole entire network for my university where I was working. I was able to enroll the university into an online learning system. So, but I think the experience that I have from the my previous studies that I put in there, what I can do, what I know, and what I'm willing to learn, also really helped me. And what I started from, and where I got to before applying, also really worked out for me, because I, in fact, after writing the SOP, I showed it to a couple of people, and they all said, "Oh, it's okay, it's good." So I felt like it was also one thing that really worked out for me.
So getting peer reviews for your document for the school application process is
Yes,
very important, according
very
to you.
yes, very important, very very important.
Okay. Talking about the application process again,
Yeah.
in all, how much money did you spend in the school application process? We'll talk about the visa, but now let's talk about the school application process. How much money did you spend in all?
So to be honest and sincere with you, that interview that I told you I watched with Fred and then uh, that Vim lady, they gave us the date where my university at UM Flint was going to have an info session. And when you attend an info session, they're going to give you a free application fee waiver of $55. So I watched when I took part in that info session. I asked them a couple of questions during the session, and when we were done, I think some few hours later, they sent me the code. Then I put in the code to apply. So to be honest, when I was coming to this very school, I didn't pay any application fee. I only joined the session, then I had a free application fee waiver. And I know all those who followed me when I got here all went through the same process, had their free application fee waiver, and then they applied. But I also applied to um, one university, in fact, I've forgotten the name here. That is where I paid $35 for that. They also got my admission, but I didn't go. I felt like Flint was okay for me. So that was what happened. And I applied to only two universities here. Yeah.
Okay. There is this school of thought that always says when you are using application fee, like free application, because it's free, a lot of people are going to apply, and there is going to be competition out there, which might automatically take you off. So some of these free stuffs, don't go in for it, don't apply. What do you have to say about that?
I would say that doesn't work for me because when when the university says that we are going to have an info session, join the session and we are going to give you a free application fee waiver code. They, to be honest, I know they meant what they're saying. Now, when you put in that, when you apply with a free waiver code, they review your document and they find you worthy for the program. Trust me. Forget about if it's free, it's not going to work. No. Once they review your documents, see that, okay, you qualify for the program, you're going to get it. So, the free thing, because they asked you to join a session and you were there to join a session, that is the condition. So once you've made that condition, you move on from one stage. Now, when they review your document and they find that your document is okay, you meet the requirement, everything, it will work out for you. So I don't know of any school, some school that do free application that they don't give you any code kind of, but in my case, I think that when you do that and they find you worthy, and the whites are so genuine people, when they find that you qualify for the thing, they will never deny you. They will let you have it. So, yeah.
Okay. Looking back and now, if you are to begin your study abroad journey again, would you have applied to only two schools, or you would have done more to widen your chances?
Honestly, I would have done more to widen my chances. I would have done more.
Why?
Like maybe I'll do like 5 or 6.
Why? But in the past, you did only two and it worked for you. So why will you then broaden your chances now? Is there any reason behind that?
Yeah. I would do 5, maximum 6. The reason being that um, depending on the program that I want to do. Maybe now, when I was initially coming out, computer science, my concentration was in cybersecurity. That was what I was looking out for. Now, what if I didn't get Flint that will offer me that program? Maybe another school will give me that program I'm looking out for, because I had in mind I was looking for cybersecurity concentration, network security, other option that I have in the field of computer science. So I think that if that one university then doesn't get me the program I'm looking out for, another one will give me that one. So it widen your chances of getting your admission to a different school. So I would have done maximum 6. Yeah.
Okay. So talking about your application process, um, were you required to reach out to like cold email supervisors, get a positive response before putting in the application, or you just submitted the application directly without connecting with any departmental member or the program chair?
Yes, to be honest, I didn't contact any professor or anyone. I just created an account on the website and then started my application process. But it was through the info session that I got to know one of the admission officers, Kimberly. Yeah, and I, I think it was when it got to the time that I was looking out for my I-20. That was where I started communication with her, because I was having a little bit of misunderstanding on how to go about the whole process. And in fact, she reached out to me in less than 24 hours. When I tweeted an email, she replied to me. So I didn't actually connect it to any faculty member as at that time, but I did that when it got to a point where I was having difficulty in getting my. That is why. But at the beginning, I didn't contact anybody. Like maybe send a code email, kind of. No, I didn't do anything like that. Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about your funding.
Okay.
When you were doing the application, were you required to apply for the funding together with the school application, or after you were admitted, then you went through the funding application process? If you can clarify that for our listeners.
Okay. Thank you, Delali. So it was through Fred that I had a free application fee waiver code to apply to the school, so I didn't pay anything at that side. Now, one beautiful thing about this whole thing was that when I completed my application process, and then I was there one evening, and one thing I also inform my colleagues is that you should always make your email alerts on your phones. The moment you get an alert, you do it. So I think one evening I was going home. I've forgotten exactly where I was. Then I saw an email that you have been awarded so just click on accept, and then you'll be considered. So immediately I saw that, I just jumped onto my phone, opened the mail, and I saw that my university offers 2 scholarships under the College of Science. So one is called the CIT scholarship, and then one is called the Global Merit Scholarship. The CIT was going to give me 12K, and then the Global Merit was going to give me 10K for that. So when I saw the alert, that was the first one that came was the CIT one. Then immediately I just say, in fact, I didn't read the whole thing, but when I saw the congratulations, accept, and then I just say accept. So when I say accept, then the mail went back to them again. So I think after like a month later, then I had another email that based on my GPA of 3.5, I've been awarded a Global Merit Scholarship of 10K in addition to the 12K that I had. So everything was on a merit-based scholarship. Yes, so I had both of them, and then it really worked out for me. And it's really also, when you have such kind of scholarship, you feel like you are less burdened because financially you are okay. Yeah, so both of them were all merit-based scholarship. So I had a free application fee waiver, and then I also had the 2 scholarship or on the merit base. So it really worked out for me. And I always thank God that I met Fred when I was in that process, because other than that, I wouldn't know how I would have go out the whole process. Yeah.
Okay, talking about your scholarship or your funding, what was the total cost of your attendance? And after deducting your total scholarship, what was the deficit you had remaining?
When after I had the 2 scholarship, I think my deficit was 18,000. Yeah. In fact, I've forgotten I don't have my I-20 here. I've forgotten the figure, but I had a deficit of 18,000. Yeah, that's at that time before I even started my visa application process. So I had to find a way to take care of that 18,000, and yeah.
Okay, so talking about that 18,000 deficit, to me, I feel that is a huge one, but to someone else, he'll feel, oh, that is something small. How were you able to convince the visa officer that, look, this 18,000 is not anything much, and I'll be able to afford to pay for it when you went for your interview at the embassy?
And yeah, so at the interview, the visa officer asked me that she said she has seen that I have 2 scholarship, totaling 22K. So how am I going to take care of the and I told her, I work at the University of Education in Winneba as the deputy director of IT. So I've worked enough to save enough money that I can pay off this money. And when I'm done with school, I'll come back, get a higher position that will let me earn more money than what I do now. So that is why I want to pursue it. And said, okay. And she didn't even ask me for my bank statement. And that was it. Yeah. So I think she wanted to know what I was doing, how, just as you're asking what I was doing, how I can take care of that money. And I just told her, and it worked out for me. Yeah.
But you carried a bank statement
Yes.
covering for that deficit when you went to the embassy,
Yes,
right?
I had a bank statement with me that was a proof to her that if she asked that I can pay them, I had that bank statement with me, but she didn't ask for it. Yeah.
Okay, so getting to the United States now with that 18,000 deficit, have you worked out your way to get an extra funding which covers for the rest, or you are paying out of pocket?
Yeah. So one beautiful thing is that, just as you know, when I go here, when I had my admission in Ghana, in fact, they sent me a link to apply for other on-campus jobs. But I think they always have an idea that when you are not here yet, the possibility of you not coming might not come true. So they don't usually give you much attention to that. But when I did that week that I got here, the following week I started applying, and fortunately for me, fortunately for me, I had an on-campus job at the library, at the university library, as a library assistant, and that was what I used in paying for that deficit. So you get a job on campus and you use that job to take care of that deficit as well. Yeah.
Okay, so is it guaranteed that everyone that has a deficit and comes to the US will be able to work his or her way out to get extra funding to cover for whatever deficit in case they should go to the embassy and get their visa approved?
Yes, using myself as an example, I'll tell you that 100%. 100%. When you get here, you definitely have. If I remember, I had a conversation with first time when I was coming. It's like, just get here. When you get here, you find a way out, and it's really worked out for me. I got here and I had that on-campus job, and it's good. To be honest, it's good. Yeah.
Okay, so there's a question in the comment section which I would like to take from KFYMA. Is saying, what is the importance of studying cybersecurity in the USA?
You know, the world is we now live in a technological world, and everything comes down to security. You know, in this era that you have a lot of hackers, people trying to bring down other people's systems. So studying cybersecurity will just give you a deeper knowledge on how you can protect systems. For instance, like these bankers, all the big institutions, they all need people to protect their system, because just like they're doing everything right to make sure that they serve their customers well, there's somebody out there who's also trying to do bring down their system. So they need people like that, people with that kind of expertise to help them to protect their system. So honestly, it's a good learning environment for you to learn, and you also feel good when you're able to maybe prevent this kind of attack that comes into organizations or wherever you find yourself. Because when I was in Ghana, where I was working, in fact, protecting our servers was a very big challenge, very, very big challenge. Yeah. And getting down here, I've gotten a lot of knowledge that if I should go back, I'll be able to do well to protect our system, because we got hit many times. Yeah. The exposure is great, to be honest. It's great. Yeah, it's great.
Okay, there are a lot of people watching us now who have a similar background just like you. Are these merit funding or scholarship opportunities still available in your school, or due to funding cuts and issues with the big man, these funding opportunities are no longer available? If you can touch on it for your school, so that
Yeah.
those who are interested can also check it out.
Yeah, thank you, Dalali. So the both scholarship, the CIT and then the Global Merit are all there. They are all there. But now the CIT has now been reduced. Initially it used to be 12K, now it's gone down to 10K, and then the Global Merit is now 8K. Yeah, that's the reduction that has been done. Just as you know what the big man did, so by cutting down funding, so it's now gotten that level. But once you apply automatically, because I know a couple of people from Ghana who are here and they all benefited from it as well, just as I did. Yeah.
So are these funding opportunities for your program, or they're available for other graduate level programs as well? The two scholarships you mentioned.
To be honest, I know of only my department, that is College of Science. All the programs under the College of Science, you have it. But I think the Global Merit is for any program that you apply when you have a GPA of 3.5. you qualify for the global merit as well. Yeah. But for the CIT, that one is the departmental scholarship. That's for the CIT. But the global merit is for whoever applies to the university and meets the 3.5 GPA requirement. Yeah.
Okay. And there's one question again from Richmond Afari in the comment section. He's asking, I have a first class in computer science from KNUST. I have many interests in IT. How do I tailor my CV to get a target research interest for my application process?
Well, I don't know the kind of experience that he has when it comes to maybe software development or any expertise that you have in the field of IT. And what my advice to him is that you should just tailor his SOP to the expertise that is built, what he can do, the skill that he has with the course that is pursued. Like maybe if you can program or you've done some programming for people, you have come out with some software, you have developed softwares for people, or have designed anything in the field of IT for any people, you should use that one as a one strong point to develop this SOP. But they really want skilled people with that skill. Yeah, people with that skill. So if you have done maybe of a programming language like let's say C# or Python or whatever, if you are using for any kind of development, use that one as one big point to develop your SOP. Yeah.
All right, if you are just tuning in, we are still on the Study Abroad podcast with the Fred Effect. And today our guest is Mr. Kojo Ajare Rafik, and he's studying computer science with a concentration in cybersecurity at the University of Michigan, originally from Ghana. And the question I want to ask you, Mr. Rafik, is, I don't know if you want to share your age, but a lot of people feel like they are old, maybe they are married and they are about to settle down and stuff like that. Why would they want to work on such a process at their age?
Traveling to I've been to America, so traveling to America to study or to do whatever, I think it doesn't come down with age. You just have to be very focused on what you're coming to do, and the exposure that you get, the opportunity that will come your way. You should you should just put the age behind you and then just go after your dream. That's what I'll say, because there are a lot of opportunities here. If you come as a student, you have to study, you get your degree. A lot of opportunities here. So for now, I wouldn't say there shouldn't be the reason of not going after your dream.
I see. All right. If you're just tuning in, just welcome. You're welcome. If you are first on the you're new to the platform. This is the Study Abroad podcast with the Fred Effect. We do this and every weekend. The idea is to invite people who have been through the Study Abroad process for them to share their experience, their journey, the universities they apply to, and all that, so that you who want to study abroad can also benefit from the ideas and information they will be sharing. We are speaking with Mr. Kojo Rafik today. Remember that the Fred Effect team has a collaboration with Argo Visa. Argo Visa is a team of ex-visa officers. If you are preparing for any category of visa, whether it be an immigrant or non-immigrant visa, talk to the Argo Visa team. You'll be interviewed by an ex-visa officer, help you prepare and review your DS1, your DS260, so that you are more confident when going for the visa interview. In terms of payments for your study abroad processes, whether being an application fee, a service fee, if you want to pay maybe visa application fee. I remember when I was paying my visa application fee, I was in Bolebamboy. I had to travel all the way from Bolebamboy to Techiman to get a GT Bank branch to pay. Now you don't have to do that. You can now pay with a MasterCard or Visa card. If that is a challenge to you, send a message to the Fred Effect team on Instagram, who will assist you to make the payment as well. So let's see if we can have the University of the Week from Aaron. Aaron, let me know if you can hear me. We are having a bit of challenge trying to connect Aaron. Let's see if you can hear us now. Hi, Aaron, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, bro, I can hear you. Let's go ahead with the University of the Week Okay, so you're posing. Mr. Rafiq, can you see a moving image, or he's static? I think he's static, right? Mr. Rafiq, okay. I think we are on. Sharon, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, let's move on with the University of the Week.
All right, great. Thank you very much. And I salute all your audience for today. So today, University of the Week is the University of Texas at San Antonio. Let me quickly up onto my laptop so that we look at it together. So yeah, this university was founded in the year 1969. It's located in the city called San Antonio. And then the acceptance rate is 88%. And I think the last time I told you how you can break this into numbers. So 88% means that if out of 100 people who apply, there is a likelihood or the maximum chances that 88 people will get into the program. And as at now, their total enrollment is 38,223 students. Okay, now let's look at, if you get onto their website, what are some of the things that you can do as a prospective student or someone who wants to get into their program. So this is how their website looks like. So if you come here to your right, you can see undergraduate majors, you can see master's programs, you can see doctoral programs, you can see health science center programs, certificate programs, and online programs. But with exception of this bottom three, which is the health science, and then so the last two, which is the certificate programs and then the online programs, which is not eligible for international students, because if you are doing any of the certificate or online programs, you are not permitted to get a visa to come study here. So you want to opt up for the undergraduate program or master's program or the doctoral program or any program in their health science center, if you have any program there that interests you. So let's look at some of the programs that they offer for the undergraduate. So if you click on the undergraduate, that brings you here. So they offer BBA accounting, they offer actuarial science, American studies, anthropology, applied cyber analytics, applied data science, architecture. There are a lot of programs that they organize, they offer to students. So you just want to opt in for, when you come to the website, you come to this section. If you are coming in for undergraduate, then you look at any of the programs that you think you qualify for, right? And so if you come to the program, so for instance, let's use actuarial science. Okay, so you click on the actuarial science, it loads for you, and then you scroll down, it tells you what are some of the things that they need. So if you come down here, they have admission requirements, they have scholarships, they have careers and salary and skills as well. So if you come to the admission requirement, that is the most important thing that you want to look at first, because you want to look at that first, whether you qualify for such a program. So they'll give you everything that you need to know under the actuarial science program. What are some of the things that they will require you to have? Like, so if you look at here, it said to major in actuarial science, you must meet UT San Antonio's general admission requirements and have completed Math 1053, mathematics for business, and then or higher one with a grade of C or better. So which means that if you don't have this course on your transcript, you might not qualify for this very program. Or they might look at your transcript and say that, okay, maybe you did this very course, which is equivalent to this very one, so we might substitute it for you. Yeah, so these are some of the things that you want to look at. If you click on the scholarship section too, it tells you whatever you need to know about the scholarship. So they have distinguished scholarship, which is worth $1,000 US, and is valued, like you can earn up to $20,000 US. Then they have the UT San Antonio Bold Promise Scholarship as well, which is 100% mandatory fees. Like you qualify for that if you get this very scholarship, your fees are 100% paid for you. So that is for the undergraduate. Now let's go back to the graduate programs and see what are some of the graduate programs that they offer. So you come here on your left side, you can see we have the undergraduate majors, undergraduate minors, we have master's programs, doctoral. So I'm going to click on master's program. So I click on master's programs, and then these are the master's programs that they offer. So they offer masters in accountancy, advanced manufacturing, advanced materials engineering, aerospace, anthropology, and a whole lot. So the same process that I went through with the undergraduate student, the same thing. You click on whatever program you want, and then it takes you straight to the admission requirements and then some of the assistantships of the scholarships that they provide. So let me click on the doctoral as well as the doctoral programs that they offer. Okay, so they offer doctoral program in accounting, anthropology, applied demography, applied statistics. So let's see. My field is applied statistics, but let's see. Let's look at accounting. Okay, so you click on accounting. So for instance, you want to do the accounting program. You click on the accounting okay, it's taking time to load. Let's see. So you click on the accounting, then it's going to take you to the accounting website. That's the department's website. Okay, so that has loaded for us. So this is it. You scroll down to come and then see what are some of the things that they require. So first of all, admission requirements. And then they have application deadlines. So you want to check application deadlines when you come to the master's or the doctoral program. So you click on the application deadline, scroll down, and it tells you. So for fall 2026, which is upcoming, which is going to start in August 2026, for international students, the deadline is February 1st. So if you are watching this very video, as at this very time, today is March 21st. So as at this very time, you are late. You can apply as an international student for this very program, which is the doctoral program in accounting. You can apply for it. Even the domestic students, that is for people who are already in the US, they can also apply for it because it's February 1st. And then they don't offer this very program. So if you see not available, it means that they don't offer this very program in the spring and the summer period. So the only time they offer this very program, or they kind of admit students into the program, is only during the fall semesters. So fall 2026, fall 2025, fall 2027. And the international deadline for international students is February 1st, and domestic is also February 1st. Now let's look at the admission requirements. So you click on the admission requirements, and then it tells you, so you need to have a bachelor's degree. That is a minimum. If you have a master's degree, that is also great. If you have a master's degree in addition to your bachelor's degree, that is also going to give you much leverage. Then we have the minimum GPA, which is 3.0 on a 4.0 scale. So if you are coming from a university like UDS, University of Development Studies, which they do their, I think their GPAs in 5.0, then you want to convert it to on a scale of 4.0 for you to be able to see if you still meet the 3.0 cutoff point. Then transcript, you also need a credential evaluation. So they also require a credential evaluation. And for GMAT or GRE, requires scores not older than 5 years. So they require a GMAT or a GRE score, and then a purpose of statement and a resume, and then 3 letters of recommendation. So these are some of the things you want to check all before you start putting in your resources, like your time and your money and everything. Let's look at some of the funding opportunities. So funding opportunities, if you come here, let's look at, okay. So with the funding opportunities, what I advise students to do is, so when you get to the funding opportunity, and that is going to be the last section that for me to end with the University of the Week for the US session. So what you do is you go to, let me share this screen. I'm going to stop this one and then share this very screen with you. So quickly share this screen. Okay, share screen. And then share my screen, and then graduate assistantship. Okay, yeah. Okay, so if you want to know the assistantship that they offer in the program that you want to do, okay, so for instance, maybe you settled on an educational program or a business program or a program in the statistics and then mathematical sciences department. All you want to do is to go to Google and then just type graduate assistantships available at maybe your department. So with the current department that we are looking at the College of Education and Human Development. Okay, so that's the co-head, the College of Education and Human Development. So if you want to know, you just go to Google, you type graduate assistantships at College of Education and Human Development at UTSA, and then it's going to pop up. Then you click on it, and then this is where it is going to bring you. So this is the site, and this is the programs that they offer under this very department, that the College of Education and then Human Development. These are the programs. So Doctor of Philosophy in Culture, Literacy, and Language. And under this very program, they have a GRE 1, the GRE 2, which is post-qualifiers. That is before you write your qualifying exam as a doctoral student. And these are the money that they give. So for the full program stipend, if you are in this very program, the Doctor of Philosophy in Culture, Literacy, and Language, this is your stipend. And stipend means that this is what they pay you on monthly basis, but this is the total amount of money they pay you for 9 months. Okay, so this is not 24,000 for just a month. So everything here you divide it by 9, and that tells you how much you are going to be paid on a monthly basis as a doctoral student in this very program. Now, if you look to the right, you have full-time tuition plus fees, and this one is just the fees scholarship that they give you. Okay, the fees scholarship that they give you. The fees scholarship that they give you. Then they have UT-ship health insurance. This is the amount that they give you, $3,438 for your health insurance, and that is a mandatory for every student or every international student. Now look at the total package that they are giving to such students. That is $41,377.94. So these are the monies that they give you if you are in this very College of Education and Human Development, and you are offering any of these programs. So Doctor of Philosophy in Counselor and Education and Supervision, Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Leadership, Doctor of Philosophy in Interdisciplinary and Learning and Teaching. So these are the programs that they offer, and then the monies that they give for such students who are in the program. Now, let's look at for people who are going to the Seoul's College of Business. Let's look at that one too. Let me stop sharing this and share this last slide or this last screen. And then that is for those who want to offer the business programs. That's going to be the last screen to share. So, yeah, assistantship at the Alvarez College. So this is the Alvarez College of Business. So those of you who want to do like a business related program. So we have the master's package, and then we have the doctoral students package. Now with the master's package, if you look here, so for a GTA appointment for 9 months, you are being paid $9,000, and the $9,000 is for the 9 months. So which means that every month you are being paid $1,000, and you are going to work 19 hours every week. Now, one thing about universities in the UT system. So we have in Texas, we have something we call the UT system. And this is a pool of about 9 to 10 schools or 9 to 10 universities. And in these very universities, anyone that get admission and you apply for any scholarship in any of the department or in the entire school, and you get an amount of $1,000 and upwards, you qualify for what we call an in-state tuition. So you can qualify for an in-state tuition waiver. You don't pay tuition as an international student. So you pay tuition as someone who is a resident or someone who is an American. So that is one of the advantages it comes with when you apply for those scholarships and you get it into any of the master's program or even undergraduate. Now, let's look at the doctoral student. Now, for the doctoral students who are in any of the business-related programs, which is not a certificate and online, but then a full program, this is what you get. So the base program stipend is $27,500, and then the tuition waiver. So this is a tuition that they pay for you, $14,500. Then they also pay your health insurance for you, which is worth $3,438. Now, the total package for this, if you are in any of this doctoral program at this Alvarez College of Business, is worth $45,438. So this is something that you want to look at this. One of the schools you want to look at in Texas. Now, they also have a competitive fellowship, and if you can get up to $5,000 US, this is not part of the 45,000, or this is not part of your stipends that they are going to pay you. This is a free bonus money that you get, which is going to still be added to your stipend. Then we have research support fund. So if you are doing a research and then your research qualified is being selected, you also get an amount worth $2,500 US. And if you add everything up, this 2,500 to the 45,000, everything brings you to a potential maximum support of 52,938. So if you are listening to us and you are considering a doctoral program, and you don't need a master's and a bachelor's degree for you to be able to apply for the doctoral program, you can go straight from a bachelor's to the doctoral program, or you can add your bachelor's to the master's degree that you have. So if you are listening to us and you are considering a doctoral program, I want you to consider today's University of the Week, the US session, which is the University of Texas, San Antonio. And like I said, this very university has a lot of scholarship. And currently, the application fee for undergraduate students is $70 US. And then for graduate students, so if you're coming for a master's or a doctoral program, it's $75. Initially, it was $50, but then it has been increased to $75 US. And they also, if you attend what we call the information session, and I think Delali was interviewing our brother, and they were talking about the information session. So they have information session as well. So if you attend any of them, you stand a chance to for your application fee to be waived for you. So if you are looking at a particular program, check on the department website and see if they have any upcoming webinar that you can attend. Attend it, and then you automatically get the waiver. That is, if it is stated. Some of them, not all the webinars that comes with application fee waiver. So you want to cross-check with that before. But then most of them, I, for instance, applied to this very school when I came here for a second master's program, and I got my application fee waived for me. So yes, you want to consider this very school, and that is one of the things that is really going to help you. Thank you very much. And this has been the University of the Week, the US session. Over to you, Fred.
Thank you very much, Aaron, for coming our way with the University of the Week. Thank you so much. All right, so we are just tuning in. We are still live on the Study Abroad podcast with the Fred Effect. And today our guest is Kojo Ejare Rafi. And we are trying to, twist up things a little bit. So we are bringing different segments of the show, and it wouldn't be only the interview as we have been doing. So remember that all these sessions will still be live across all the Fred Effect social media platforms. So on X, on Facebook, on YouTube, you will still be able to see everything. So we shared the University of the Week from Canada, and then we have done the University of the Week from the US, and the interview continues. Remember, you can send us your questions in the comment section. We'll be happy to read them and provide responses to the best of our knowledge. It's still March, and if you know what happens in March in Georgia, all the universities and colleges in Georgia will be waiving application fees for people with high school or diploma qualification who want to pursue a bachelor's degree. Now, these application fee waivers are specifically for domestic students. But if you're an international applicant, you can also take advantage of it and apply to the universities in Georgia. So check out the Georgia universities that are waiving application fee. Last week we shared about most of them. And if you visit the website called GA Futures, you'll be able to see all the universities that are waiving the application fee when it comes to the Georgia application fee waivers. So I'm going to share my screen right now and then share the link in the comment section as well. You can click on it, go through. There are some of them that requires that you use an application fee waiver, but others too are free, and then you can just go ahead and apply. So this is the website. It's called Georgia GA Futures. So much application fee waivers. And so if you scroll through, you'll be able to see all the universities. If an application fee is required, waiver code is required, you see the code there. So for example, Brewton Parker College is applied to BPCU, that is application fee waiver. If you check on the comment section, I've posted a link, click on it, it takes you directly to the website which you can see all the waiver code. Fourth state, so Central Clayton State University, there is it's automatically waived. If you see Fort Valley State University, is automatically waived. Remember, this ends on 31st of March, so you still have a lot of time. Today is 21st, about 10 days more to go, and you can get application fee waiver. When you check the website of the College of Engineering, let me quickly get that waiver for you. The College of Engineering, we shared that recently on our X profile. If you're not following us on X, you're missing out on a lot, because we post a lot of these waivers. And College of Engineering at the University of Buffalo, the application fee is originally $100, but if you apply, the deadline is today. If you apply by today, 21st, you get a waiver code to that program as well. All right. So let me have more questions for our brother so that we can conclude and then go back. Hi, Delali, can you hear me?
Hi, Fred. Can you hear me?
Yes. Do you have more questions for our brother so that we can wrap it up?
Sure. Yeah, Kwajo, so thank you so far for being with us. Let's just continue our discussion. So, how have you found studies in the USA so far as compared to studies in Ghana? Kwajo, I think you're muted. Kwajo, I think you're muted. If you can unmute yourself and talk.
Thank you. Yeah. So just as you know, when it gets to universities in America, and I'm sure in Canada, even the environment alone motivates you to learn, even if you kind of lazy person who doesn't want to learn. So it's been great. And if you school in Ghana from your undergraduate level to whichever level that you pass through the academic system in Ghana, when you get here, honestly, you see that there's a vast difference in the learning environment. Talking about the resources, like the library, books, online resources, even in the classroom setup, the kind of facilities in the classroom, the projectors, the screens all around you. It's really great. And I quite remember when I was during my undergraduate level at Kent University. My course at time requires you to do some kind of special software application for you to do your kind of lab work and those stuff. And you find out that down there in our country, we those things are not available. So it's kind of you don't really get exposed to certain kind of technologies and kind of software to do your lab work and get your practical stuff done. But here, they subscribe to everything. Whatever is needed in your program, the subscriptions are there. When you get it, they just give you the details. Go here, log in, start using it. So for me, I think that is the difference. I'm not trying to, put down my country, but it's always my country, and I always love my country. But the difference is big when it comes to educational resources that students need to learn. Big. So I think it's better out here when you learn here, when you get exposure, it's good. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, Kwajo. My final question before I hand over to Fred is, looking at the application processes now, it has become very competitive due to a whole lot of issues in the US. So what
Yeah.
advice do you have for prospective applicants? What can they do well to make their chances wider and to help them get into their dream universities into the USA? And when you're done with this question, Fred can come in and continue. Yeah.
Thank you. So I'll use myself as an example. When I started the process, but there were a lot of stuff that I didn't know. So I was kind of searching for information, getting clues what to do and to do right. So what I would advise my brothers and my sisters out there is that they shouldn't stop looking for information. They should ask whoever has gone through the process. Like Fred is there. Whenever you shoot him an email or a message, you always give a response. And then They should also use the university that they want to go. Websites is one big source of information that you get a lot of things that you need to do to complete application. So they should fall on the university websites. Whenever you see any an official on their website, just shoot them an email. And these guys are so genuine that whenever you shoot them an email, they will give a response. Some might take a while, but definitely you get a response. And you shouldn't relent. Just keep on. And when you get here, you know that you deserve to be here, and you love to be here as well. So I would say that they should keep on looking for information, speak to people who have gone through the process, and then get all the information that you need, and also make use of the university that you want to go website as well, because it has a lot of information. Just as my brother was just presenting, there are a lot of stuff on their website that if you don't explore, you might not know. So when you explore much on their website, you get every information that you need. That will also guide you to make sure that you do the right thing and to also meet the requirement and then get admitted and come. But we need more people here, just as you and me are here.
Okay, Fred. I think Kwejo is done. Thank you very much, Kwejo. We are very grateful and we appreciate it for coming on. Fred, over to you.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Delali. It's been a great session. If you're just tuning in, this has been the Study Abroad podcast with the Fred Effect. We do this every weekend on Saturdays, and so be sure to tune in. If you want to get in touch with the Fred Effect team, it's simple. Delali, talk to us about how people can get in touch with you. What are some of the platforms they can follow you on, so that people will know about you? Hi, Delali. Okay, can you hear me, Kwejo? Can anyone hear me? Okay. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you say, yeah.
Okay, great. So if you want to get in touch with the Fred Effect team, is my sound clear? People will say my sound is not very clear. The sound is poor. Today we're having a little bit of a challenge, but we move. It's part of it. Let me know if you can clearly hear me now. My sound was a bit jittery earlier on, so let me know in the comment section. Can you hear me now? Is it better? Like, is it very clear? Great. So if you want to talk to the Fred Effect team, it's simple. You just send us a message on our verified Instagram handle. We have over 30,000 family members on there, and so when you Google the Fred Effect, you'll be able to.
Hi, Fred. Can you hear me now?
Good, I can hear you now. I want you to talk about how people can get in touch with you on your various social media platforms and all that. Okay. All right, the rally is still having a challenge. Let's see. So if you want to get in touch with the Fred Effect team, Instagram is the best way. Just send us a message. If you want to study abroad, if you have your document, just send it to us on Instagram. We'll help you find universities and programs that will suit your profile. If you've written some statement of purpose, your CV, whatever, just send it to us via Instagram. Remember, the Fred Effect team also can assist you pay your visa application fee, service fee, enrollment deposit, and all that. There's a trusted brand. Just send us a message on Instagram and let us know which enrollment deposit you're paying for. We'll help facilitate those payments as well. It's been a great session with Mr. Kwejo. We've been going back and forth. We've not met in person. I'm sure I'll be in Michigan so that we get to meet Mr. Rafik. But that's a great man. He has also been assisting with the mock interview, the Fred Effect, for close to a decade now. We have a WhatsApp platform. So when you have your admission and all that, you're preparing for visa interview, because of the opportunity to go through the process and also getting that opportunity to assist thousands of people over the years, we have a platform that we meet to prepare for the visa interview. So all you need to do is to send us a message on Instagram. We'll add you to the WhatsApp group, and then you can join other people who are like-minded like you, who are preparing for the visa interview, and they would help you go through the process. There is a team that is trying to that has a platform that can help you if you are coming to study in the US. You don't have to be stranded with airport pickup and initial accommodation search. So I'll bring them on so that they can explain to us how, when you get your visa approved and you're coming, how they can assist you in terms of picking you from the airport, getting you accommodation, setting you up with a SIM card, bank account creation, and all that. I posted their flyer recently on X, so you can check that out. The name of the platform is GradCap. So GradCap is a platform that you can sign up. It's a free it's a free service, so you don't have to be stranded. There are instances where people say, I don't know anywhere, I don't know anybody at the university I'm going to. No problem. GradCap is a platform you can sign on to, and then they'll pick you from the airport, accommodation, they'll settle you and all that. They'll be having a session this the 4th April, there's a Saturday. It will be from 6 p.m. GMT. And shout outs to Felix Tete Engman, and then Daniel Tei Okansi. These are all Ghanaians, and then they have a platform. I think, people, when they travel to a new country, they don't know anybody. They're getting people to pick them from the airport and stuff like that becomes a challenge. So they have this platform. GradCap is a platform that, you can sign up to. If you're a new student coming, you don't have to struggle with initial search for accommodation, airport pickup, and all that. They'll help you. They'll be having a section on April 4th. So remember to register. The flyer is what I'm showing on the screen. I shared it on our various social media platforms on Facebook, YouTube, and on X. Scan the QR code, register, and then ask more questions about us. So shout out to my brothers, Felix Tete Engman, Daniel Okansi, Daniel Tei Okansi. Hopefully I got the name right as well. All right, we'll be talking more about them later on in coming episodes. Final words, Mr. Rafik, and then we wrap up. For people who tune in today to what information we shared, what do you have to tell them? Is America all glasses or rosy as people make it seem? How is it?
Thank you, Fred. So, America, they say, is a great country, and indeed it's great. I can remember my first time that I came here. That first week, in fact, I was indoors. I didn't know anywhere, so I was just hiding in the room. And when I got out, I traveled to Virginia to see my brother, but I haven't seen him for more than 10 years when he left Ghana, and I had the opportunity to see him. And when you see the countries there, the country is great. So I encourage my brothers, whatever you need to do to get here, just do it. Whatever information that you need, get it from Fred and be here. And you see that, yeah, there's some countries and there's some countries. Yeah.
I see. All right, it's been a good session. Thank you for coming through, Mr. Kojo Rafik. We've been planning this for some time now. I mean, shout outs to all the team. Shout outs to Ben in the UK. Shout outs to Delali. Shout outs to Aaron. Josie, who put everything together. Shout outs to Yima. Mimshak is a member of the team. Shout outs to our designer, John. Shout outs to Miss Kafui, and shout outs to Mabina as well, Louisa. It's a whole team that comes together to support what the Fred Effect team does. Mr. Kojo has been a huge part of the team and all that. We have a number of people supporting or do things behind the scenes. So I am just the face of everything, but there are a lot of people behind the scenes that help to make the Fred Effect team what we are. All right, Mr. Rafik, thank you so much for coming through. All right, this has been a great session with Mr. Rafik. He is studying computer science with a major in cybersecurity. The University of Michigan Flint. He applied without paying an application fee because he joined a webinar or an info session. Now, if you are planning for 2027, please pay attention to this. There are 4 things if you want to get a full scholarship for a master's degree or PhD program. Applying to these schools or universities to get scholarship is not as difficult as you overthink it, right? So make sure that you join a webinar. Make sure that you email the coordinator of the program or you talk to somebody within the department. Make sure that you read the frequently asked questions on the university's website as well. And finally, you have to make sure that you are requesting for information when you visit the university's website. If you have a high school qualification, if you have an opportunity to sit for SAT, it will help you get your transcript from your high school, or you completed a technical university, you have a diploma, you can apply for a master's straight away, or you can apply for a bachelor's degree. Remember, not every university gives full scholarship to international students. The universities that give full scholarship to international students will indicate that we will meet 100%, of your demonstrated financial need. search for these words if you're applying for a bachelor's degree. Then if you want to sit for the SAT, it will boost your chances. Apply with a common app. You can select up to about 20 universities. When you're done, complete what we call the CSS profile or International Student Financial Aid application. The process is not difficult. It's simple. If you're not getting a university to apply to the in the US, then it means that you don't know how to go about it. That's why we share information here. Follow the Fred Effect team on Instagram, follow us on TikTok, follow us on Facebook, on YouTube, and also on X. And then if you know anybody who wants to study abroad, recommend this platform to them. We can all be helping ourselves. The sky is huge. We can all fly without crashing against one another. It's been a great session. Link up with the Fred Effect team. Send us your transcript on Instagram. We'll be happy to assist you. You have questions, we have answers. Send us a message. We'll be happy to respond to you as well. It's been a great session. My name is the Fred Effect. Please be positive and know that everything will be fine. We'll come your way next week with another insightful episode. It will be the Q&A session. If you have questions, we'll be answering them next week. We have Delali on from Canada. We have Ben on from the UK. And then hopefully Aaron can join us, and I'll be here responding to all your questions when it comes to the US applications. As I speak to you now, gradually the embassy is releasing dates for people who are applying for the F1 visa. If you are speaking with your professors, tell them you're going to get dates and come. Some of them are confused whether Ghana is on a ban or not. Ghana has not been banned when it comes to student visas. People are still going for the interview, applying for the visa interview. If you pay the visa application fee, you are not getting dates on the calendar. Don't panic. Be patient and consider monitoring the platform for some time. You will definitely get a date. We are in March and your program is starting in August, so there's still time for you to apply as well. Join mock interview platforms. The Fred Effect team has one. There are a lot of my friends, who also have mock interview platforms that you can join to prepare. People have been through the process. You don't have to struggle to go through it. Mr. Jerry has gone through. Myself, I've been through the process. There are people who know the way and they can help you. You don't have to stress with it. The name has been the Fred Effect. Please be positive. Everything will be fine.